In business, any business for that matter, there are probably thousands of variables that are in play. Any business. You've got customers and pricing and market and marketing and competition and regulation, and you can list and list and list myriads of things that are all factors and variables that impact on the success of the business and otherwise. The problem is that human beings, we think we use our brain, I don't know, 3% or 5%, you're at the university, you should know. But the truth is that we only function in a very simplistic, often one or two-dimensional game. We do not factor 1,000 variables into our brains when we do things, especially men. And as such, if you want to drive your business and you got to take something and say, I'm going to hang everything on it, you got to pick one or two or three things and say, this is it. And you would divide it into the key variables in the business, and the rest will have to be subservient. Choosing those one or two or three is as it says, is choosing. Choosing what you are comfortable with, what you think is appropriate to where you are, and then hang everything around it. We cannot drive. We're often here, and you go to presentations of people, and you say, my focus areas are these 83 items. But that's how, because there are 83, the guy or lady who presents it is not wrong. There are 83 variables, but because of the complexity that comes with it and the interrelationship that comes with all these variables, we got to bring it down to few things. Some people may choose and say, the one thing is obsession with customer service. The other one can say, I'm obsessed with cost and be the lowest cost, and the rest falls underneath it. I don't care about people. I care about the cost. So if somebody costs 100 and I can replace him with somebody who costs 80, because I'm obsessed with cost, I couldn't care less. It's a choice that business should do what it is that drive my business. We chose people. That's the game. The game is people. We happen to believe that in all businesses, the people game is kind of more or less the business game. But for those that don't see it or see other drivers for their businesses, fine, let them choose another variable or the key variable in the business. We chose people. We chose people because it's relevant to our business, because that's all we sell. We sell knowledge, skills, know-how, technology. All of it requires brains. We don't, I don't want to insult anybody here. We don't sweep floors. We don't do basic robotic activities that humans shouldn't do. We are in the clever stuff, or that's what we'd like. It doesn't mean that we are clever. We want to be in the clever space. But for that, got to be that human beings must be the driver of this business. If brains is what we sell, knowledge, skills is what we sell. So everything in EOH falls underneath it. And the reality is that it does work. For example, we're saying we only want great people in EOH. Great people, if they are that great, they will know that customer service is important. When they interact with the customer, they'll know that the value add to the customer is important. They will know that cost is a variable in the business. They wouldn't waste. You don't have to list to those clever people all the little things that a clever person should know. So that way, it works, that the other 83 variables or 82 variables in the business will be taken care of because the person who carries the activity understands the implication of all the other variables. As a slogan, we say in EOH, the saying that may we have the courage to say no to the good ones, as in people, because they will occupy the space of an excellent one. And we mean it, and we try and live it, and try and talk about it inside the business. The problem with good people that nobody fires good people. You say, how's David? He's good. Okay, leave him. But he's average. That's what we mean. If you change good with the term average, it's not very close. We want people who are excellent. We want. It doesn't mean that we achieve it. Sometimes groups of people join us, and we get a lot of people. And when I say good people, all people are good. All people are excellent. All people are great. For the job, of course, that is. We're not judging people for being human beings. We're judging them in the context of their role that they play in the business. So sometimes good in one area, if we are aware that he's only good, if we take him to another area and he will be excellent in that area, it's good for the person, good for his life, good for the business. So everything is people-driven. We are organizing and structuring the organization to take cognizance and acknowledge the very basic instinctive elements of the needs of humans. We don't provide all of it. But in terms of the context of work, we do. And if you ask yourselves, we ask ourselves what it is that I want from my place of work, you'll want stimulation, you want acknowledgement, you want excitement, you want a space, my territory. We are all territorial as any other animal. We want to feel excited when we arrive, and we want to go home feeling fulfilled at the end of the day. And those are all, sorry?
And to be included.
To be included, to be involved, very, very important aspect, to be involved. To be involved. It's so crucial. And we have mechanisms and processes and structures in the business that caters for the basic needs of people. And not to say, I know why he's doing it, because he doesn't get acknowledged. Well, give him what he wants, or she wants. By the way, half of our people are female, so when I say he, I mean it in the duo. So we cater for it. The structure of the business is, although it's lots of people, lots of activities, we bring it to the lowest, smallest team we can create. And often we have teams of 20 people that are focused on one area. Our business structures are our domains, and we've got a lot of domains. So we always explain it, that if you take a chessboard, which is an 8x8, and it's got 64 blocks, each of them would be a domain. And we task teams and people to focus on one domain. And we task them to be the best in that domain.